What's going on? What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV, reacting to the Lakers losing to the San Antonio Spurs, 142-143. And man, it was a game of ups and downs. I probably can't put the blame on Luke Walton on this one. The Lakers go to 0-3, losing to the Spurs of San Antonio. And let's do what we usually do: go through the stat line, talk about the Spurs. Aldridge dominated 37-10. DeMar DeRozan, I'm going to talk about him as well. Dominated 32, 14 assists, 8 rebounds. Byron Forrest put in 16 points with 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Rudy Gay had a good solid night for Rudy Gay. At this point, he scored 16, 2 and 3. 16, 2 and 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Patty Mills gave him 12 off the bench. Bellinelli gave him 15 off the bench. Paul Gasol didn't really do much, 9, 3, and 4. And that was pretty much it. This game went into overtime, obviously, if you did watch it. That's why you got the high score. Hopefully, you bet the over in this game. I don't even know the over and under, but I think like 214, 216. This went way over. JaVale McGee, 16, 1 and 8. Kyle Kuzma, 37, 3 and 8. LeBron 32, 14 and 8. I'm gonna talk about LeBron, really good. Lonzo Ball 14, 7 and 6. 21 and 10 for Josh Hart, which I really love Josh Hart. And this Jonathan Williams guy, I was impressed, even though he had 18 and 4. Also, JaVale McGee fouled out, 16, 1 and 8. But let's talk about the game. Obviously, Rondo and Brandon Ingram was suspended. Okay, they were suspended. And, I think the suspension really should open up some eyes in Laker land as far as the coaching staff. What I mean by that is Kyle Kuzma is a better player than Brandon Ingram. I think, that just may be the trend for the rest of their career. I never been sold on Ingram, even when we drafted him. I didn't think he really had the dog in him or the drive, but when he pushed James Harden, it kind of showed me he did have some fire. But I just legitimately think Kyle Kuzma is the better pro player. I'm not just saying that because he's from the state of Michigan, and that's where I'm from. I'm saying that because Kyle Kuzma can ball, and it's obvious that Josh Hart is one of their better shooters and probably the best guard on the team, in my opinion. I classify Ingram as a forward. I think he's better than Rondo, better than Lonzo. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Oh, I hated him when he was on the Pistons. I love the Lakers, but I love the Pistons. That's where I'm from. So I sense of history with the Pistons. But if you wanted to catch my Pistons videos, Motor City Sports Talk for anybody interested in those. So I think the better players on this team is for the fit is Josh Hart out of Villanova, and Jay Wright is doing an unbelievable job in developing talent and getting them ready for the pros. Always had a soft spot for Jay Wright. Always wanted to see him get a title. I didn't want to see him get a title over the Wolverines, but I was happy when he got a title over North Carolina. And Kyle Kuzma, they need more shine. They need more time. I think Lonzo didn't look bad tonight. His shot looked improved. It looked like his knee was healthy. You see the ability, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Is it good enough to slide over Rondo? Rondo looked really good playing with LeBron. And so did Lonzo. And I'm going to talk about LeBron. Let's talk about LeBron. And Spurs, I'm going to give you shine as well. I'm not a one-team show. But obviously LeBron hit the big 3. Obviously he missed the 2 free throws. We're going to cook on that as well. But the thing about LeBron James tonight was that I can see he don't fit in. He hasn't really found his fit with the Lakers yet. He's trying to be passive, get everybody involved, but he's not really dominating the ball because now he's playing with 2 natural point guards and also a guard with 2 other guys when he's on the floor with Stevenson and Josh Hart can handle the ball as well. So LeBron is giving up his ball handling duties he's delegating them to other guys that are just as qualified or that he trusts to handle the ball. And it's taken away from some of his effectiveness. His whole thing about getting all these stats and all that was about being ball dominant. The offense ended and beginning with LeBron. And now the Lakers, he's still trying to find his way to play off the ball. He's making adjustments. He's making the third pass, the hockey assist. He's making the right pass. He's real fluid, but he's not comfortable in the offense yet. He's not comfortable. I could tell. He's not comfortable. He don't know when to pick and choose his spots. He don't try to step on the player's toes. They trying to still find their way. So this Laker team is not a finished product. I'm not saying they're going to miss the playoffs at all. I still think they make the playoffs. I said as high as the 2 seed I thought it would be. Then I changed it to like the 4th or 3rd seed. But I'm not going to change it to 3 games. You know, it's going to be adjustment period. It's no bigger adjustment period in the NBA than playing with LeBron. Okay? If you used to put the LeBron on the Warriors, I mean, without KD, it would have been adjustment period because he don't have KD off the ball skills. Everything LeBron is on ball. I got to have the ball in the hand. I got to have my ball in the hand. Also, he makes some lackluster defensive plays too. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think at the 2:30 mark in the 4th quarter, it was the 4th quarter, about the 2:34, 5, 6 mark, he had, I forgot who he had on the post. It might have been Rudy Gay. He had Rudy Gay on the post, and he bailed him out when he should have took him to the basket, and he bailed him out with a jumper. You know, LeBron got to be aggressive and go to the rim. And for the three-pointer, it was an excellent 3. I knew as soon as he let it go, it was going in. But as far as the 2 from his free throws, I thought he was going to drain at least 1. Even after he missed the first one, he missed the second one. You know, Skip Bayless really going to cook him. But, you know, he been saying that he feared that free throw line for the longest. And obviously, his 2 free throws ultimately led to the Lakers losing directly. But it was other plays that the Lakers left on the floor. They battled back. It was a game of runs. They hit more threes tonight. They was more efficient because they had more efficient shooters. At this point, Kuzma's just a more efficient shooter than Ingram. And Josh Hart is a more efficient shooter than Rondo. And I think Lonzo was a more efficient than Rondo. Lonzo was a more efficient shooter than Rondo was tonight as well. But I think when Mo Wagner get back, they implement him. JaVale McGee been playing out his mind other than fouling out today. I'm not discouraged about Lakers at all, man. I think it's positive. They lost to a better ball club tonight, but it's a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And, you know, that's just what I believe. But, man, DeMar DeRozan, man, really surprised me. DeMar DeRozan is fitting in. I heard Greg Popovich tell one of the guys on the sideline that DeMar DeRozan was better. He was better. He was better than he thought he was when he got there. And I love him and LaMarcus Aldridge. I love him being in the Kawhi Leonard role in this offense and making the decisions, showing that he's more than a mid-range assassin, showing that he's more the scorer, showing that he's more than a slasher. DeRozan is making great plays with the basketball. His assists go up, and it's really no drop-off, you know, from him and Kawhi Leonard, really. You know, Kawhi Leonard is a better defensive player, but DeRozan is no slouch. And we'll see, man. I think DeMar DeRozan is going to creep up high into the top 10 of players in the league playing with San Antonio. I think the Spurs are definitely a playoff team, man. Because I think it's just coaching, and then DeRozan is a star. I think by All-Star break and by the end of the year, people are going to be talking about it as a superstar. Rudy Gay give you something. Bellinelli going to give you something. They didn't use Quincy Pondex tonight. He can shoot. Jacopoto, he didn't play tonight. He's a good big fella. And Paul Gasol can give you good one every now and again. They do lack depth. You know, the Spurs, they lack a lot of depth. But they better coach staff than the Lakers. They got outcoached tonight for some of the part. But ultimately, LeBron missing those 2 free throws really hurt the Lakers. People going to go DEFCON 10. I don't panic first 3 games. I won't panic the first couple months. It takes a gelling period for the Lakers to come together. But I think they found something tonight, LA, man. They found the fact that Josh Hart and Kyle Kuzma deserve more minutes. And I think eventually Lonzo will put Rondo on the bench. And that may cause some friction in the locker room. I heard the locker room was kind of divided because LeBron walked off for Chris Paul and he didn't after the suspension, and while they was fighting, walking them off and didn't help Rondo. And at the end of the day, Rondo already know LeBron don't like him. They don't like each other. They seem to play good together. They seem to have a good rapport together. But yeah, people don't understand that. I had girls going down my social media timeline saying, "I don't get it. They friends. They friends." No, it's teammates over anything on that floor. When they get rough, it's teammates over anything. You don't put teammates over nothing, no matter what the history, no matter if y'all got kids together, or y'all kids play together, whatever the situation may be. No, man, and that will cause friction. And it's another black eye on LeBron. After that, with Rondo losing the first 2 games, not missing the first 2 free throws, the last 2 free throws to ice the game, or at least put them up by 3 in 1 possession. It's been up and down for LeBron, man. A lot of people gonna hate, ready to burn his jersey. It's still early, man. There's no need to panic, man. It's still early. The West Coast is a monster. It's gonna take a gelling period, but I look at the positives in the situation. They found two guys that need to play more. I think when Mo Wagner get back, get healthy, he gonna be playing a lot in this offense as well. Goodfellas Sports TV, please subscribe. If you like the video, hit the bell icon. We'll miss another video or a live stream where we eventually start back doing them. And don't forget, man, check us out on Facebook, and we're going to continue to hold it down. If you want to make a donation, that link's in the description.